Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on this show, and I'm here to talk about my second and last college basketball game of the day. Been a lot of results today, but I only did doing 2 games. Georgia Auburn was really good though, 104-100 in overtime. Auburn got a win. BYU and Texas Tech got wins, but I'm going to talk about number 18 Arkansas beating number 19 Tennessee in this other SEC matchup, a ranked matchup, in which number 18 Arkansas gets the victory at home. Darius Acuff, man, dude's just special. He has an it factor that might be one of one in the country. The kid is unconscious in every big moment for this Arkansas team. Like, if you watch the guy for a game, you realize he's a top 10 pick at least. All these draft experts are not actually watching him. It makes no sense. It hasn't made sense for a while why people aren't watching this guy. I mean, people are like, oh, Nate Ament, he's going to be a top 5 pick in the upcoming draft. Is he? Darius Acuff looks way better than he has, and they're both freshmen. Nate Ament hasn't really looked that good, honestly. And he had a really bad game today. He only had 13 points in 32 minutes, went 5 of 11 at the free throw line, only took 9 shots. While the other freshman, Darius Acuff, ended up with 29 points, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 9 of 16 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 8 of 9 at the free throw line. Darius Acuff completely outplayed the other freshmen. He just has that it factor. I mean, he's been really damn good this whole season so far. Arkansas is just full of gamers. Tight game, I trust their dudes to make a big shot, find a big block, just step up in the clutch moments. They truly are a team that really thrives off the vibes and momentum. That's why they can go play open games. They can just go hoop and cook. Defensively, they start to lock in, they make plays, still have their not so friendly matchups, but when they get going, they're so good. Also, Ewan and Billy Richmond, I will die on the hill that they need to play as many minutes as possible every game. Malik Ewan had 12 points and 6 rebounds off the bench with 4 blocks in 27 minutes. Billy Richmond had 5 points. Obviously, he didn't play this much in this game because of foul trouble, but him and Malik Ewan are really good off the bench. But Malik Thomas was a spark plug off the bench with 18 points, hit 3 threes, had 3 steals. He was a spark plug off the bench. He's another one of those freshmen that John Calipari has. You know, he's been starting to score more these last few games efficiently. But a great win. Darius Acuff was incredible down the stretch. I think he's going to... Calipari's had a lot of good guards, but the kid's going to be good. He's really good. He's just a nightmare to keep out of the lane. Like, he's impossible to stop. But Malik Thomas, we'll give him credit too. 18 off the bench. He's, like I said, another one of those freshman guards. He doesn't start, he comes off the bench. But he was really impressive. An efficient game. And I believe Darius Acuff, that was a career high for Darius Acuff, 29 points. For Tennessee, I don't know about this Tennessee team, man. Like, it was a hard-fought game. What really hurt them, though, was they were 12 of 13 at the free throw line. Like, they shot good from the field, 49%. And both teams actually had the same amount of turnovers, 14 turnovers. Arkansas, yeah, they got to the line 33 to 23, but they made their free throws, 29 out of 33, and Tennessee was 12 of 23. So that's really kind of what hurt them at the end. You know, they lose by 11 points. How many free throws did they miss? 11 free throws. I mean, the only bright spot I would say for Tennessee is a true freshman. Amari Evans stepped up and played his best game off the bench. A team high and career best 16 points. He went 7 for 7 from the field. That was really, I guess you could say, the only positive out of this game. The role players played at a high level for Arkansas. But this was an entertaining game. Tennessee and Arkansas traded punches in entertaining contest for quite a while in this game, but the Hogs pulled away late in this game, mainly due to Darius Acuff's heroics. I believe this is like a 3-point game still with like 3 minutes and 30 seconds left, but Arkansas was able to pull away at the end. But going 12 of 23 from the free throw line, a concerning number on the road. But let's go over the stat sheet, and then I'm going to go over MLB news as well, go over the latest MLB news. So we're going to go over the stat sheet, get that out of the way. So Arkansas, they improved to 11-3, 1-0 in conference play. They scored 37 in the first half, 49 in the second half. For Tennessee, they dropped to 10-4, 0-1 in conference play. 36 in the first half, 39 in the second half. Arkansas outscored them 49-39 in the second half after Tennessee had a 1-point lead. Halftime, it was really a back-and-forth game until the final about 3 minutes. Let's go over the stat sheet. Darius Acuff, 29 points. He was phenomenal. Carter Knox, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 3 of 8 from the field. DJ Wagner, 2 points, whatever. Trevor Brazile, 7 points, 3 for 10, 7 rebounds, 2 steals. Nick Pringle, 2 points. Off the bench, Malik A1, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 for 4 from the field, 8 of 8 from the line. Billy Richmond, 5 points. Malik Thomas, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, 6 of 13, 3 4 from 3. Arkansas shot 42% from the field, 30 from 3, 7 of 23. 88 from the line, 29 of 33, 36 rebounds, 7 assists, 14 turnovers, 8 steals, 10 blocks, 12 overboards, 24 D-boards, and 16 fouls. For Tennessee, Jacoby Gillespie, 14 points, 5 for 15. Bishop Boswell, 6 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 for 3. Felix Okpara, 3 points, 7 rebounds, 1 for 3. Nate Ament, 13 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 5 of 11 from the line. Dwayne Brown, 6 points, 3 for 7. But Nate Ament thought was going to be good, but he has not looked really that good in his freshman year. Mari Evans, like I said, the only bright spot, 16 points, 7 for 7, hit a 3-pointer. Amari Abram, 2 points. Jalen Carey, 6 points. JP Estrella, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 3 for 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. Tennessee shot 49 from the field, 38 from 3, 5 for 13. 12 of 23, 52% from the line, 33 boards, 13 assists, 14 turnovers. So all these teams turn the ball over a lot. 11 steals, 2 blocks, 11 boards, 22 D-boards, and 22 fouls. But Arkansas gets the 86-75 win at home to open up conference play. So, yeah, that's all to say for this game here. So, if you just tuned in for this, leave a like, come subscribe for more. Let's move on to the MLB news. So, let's go over the MLB news. We'll start with the MLB deadline. So, the Minnesota Twins have agreed to terms with free agent Orlando Arcia on a contract. Who? Orlando Arcia. Per Chris Cotillo. So right-hander Kona Takahashi is going back to Japan. League sources told The Athletic his posting deadline was set for tomorrow. Who? So before Kazuma Okamoto signed with the Blue Jays, there was a report like an hour before the Padres could be the front runner to sign Japanese international free agent Kazuma Okamoto. Feinstein notes that it's unlikely Okamoto winds up with the Pirates despite interest from Pittsburgh. But then about an hour later from Jeff Passan, the Blue Jays have agreed to terms with Japanese international free agent Kazuma Okamoto. Poor Pirates. But yeah, Okamoto going to the Blue Jays. Blue Jays had a good offseason, man. They've come short in the World Series to my back-to-back defending world champions. They had Okamoto. Really good move right there. The Minnesota Twins requiring Eric Wagman from the Marlins, whatever. The Red Sox, end quote, have made an aggressive offer to free agent infielder Alex Berkman. The Yankees are, end quote, holding firm to their price on free agent outfielder Cody Bellinger, though most believe the two sides will ultimately find common ground and come to terms on a deal per Feinstein. He notes that the Mets, the Angels, the Blue Jays, and the Dodgers are also in the mix for Bellinger. I don't know what they'd want to give him. or what he wants. The Blue Jays and D-backs, end quote, may be the two most aggressive clubs pursuing free agent infielder Alex Bergman. That's all from MLB Deadline. Let's see if we have the details on this deal here for Kazuma Okamoto. I believe it's 4 years, $60 million, if I'm not mistaken. Blue Jays ain't messing around this offseason, man. Like they're out there trying to cook. You know, we'll talk about some college football news to end the video here. That's all for MLB. So for football, we have some transfer portal news here. So North Texas transfer Drew Mestemakers has committed to Oklahoma State as expected. You know, following his coach. Who would have saw this coming? Auburn set to host a transfer running back on Sunday. Arkansas transfer linebacker Tavian Wallace is committed to Kentucky. He's the brother of Trevin Wallace. I believe he's a four-star of the 2025 class. LSU quarterback Michael Van Buren plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Penn safety Ty Cortis plans to enter the transfer portal. Penn State star transfer Chaz Coleman with Lane Kiffin's visit to LSU. Dylan Flowers, Western Kentucky corner, is committed to Duke. Rice starting safety Marcus Williams attempts to enter the transfer portal as a grad transfer with 1 year of eligibility remaining. South Alabama corner Nehemiah Chandler has committed to Florida State. Albany offensive lineman Elise Gatslum has entered the transfer portal. Penn State safety Colin Dinkins plans to enter the transfer portal. LSU true freshman, four-star running back J.T. Lindsey plans to enter the transfer portal. Penn State true freshman, five-star tight end Andrew Olish, he plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Iowa State transfer Benjamin Brommer has committed to Penn State following his coach over there. Akron offensive lineman Devin Morris visited Kentucky on Friday, receiving interest from NC State, UCF, and Houston. A UTSA transfer Houston Thomas is committed to Texas A&M. Ohio State corner Aaron Scott, he plans to enter the transfer portal. And Sam Levitt in Kentucky, I think he's going to have dinner with the UK staff tonight, so continuing to look at that there. Ashton Daniels is visiting Baylor. Then Florida State and Kentucky. Two other SEC programs are showing interest. USAF transfer QB Lachlan Hewlett has committed to Auburn. Florida transfer, Florida State's been in contact with Florida transfer QB DJ Lagway. He's currently expected to take a visit there. Oregon running back Mekhi Hughes plans to enter the transfer portal. He rushed for 1,401 yards and 14 touchdowns last year at Tulane. Maybe a Kentucky Wildcat, him and C.J. Baxter. That'd be pretty good. Auburn transfer Cam Coleman is currently scheduled visits for Texas A&M, Texas Tech, and USC. Sacramento State quarterback Jaden Rashada plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. Nebraska is emerged as a team to watch for San Diego State linebacker Owen Chambliss. LSU running back Caden Durham plans to enter the NCAA transfer portal. That's a huge one right there. Florida State is set to host UNLV transfer QB Anthony Calandria on January 4th. Texas, they're working to host a top transfer portal offensive prospect today, and Ole Miss and Pete Golding are set to host a dynamic offensive transfer portal prospect. Some news right there. Cincinnati receiver Caleb Goody plans to enter the transfer portal. Michigan All-Big Ten selection Jake Guarna has officially entered the NCAA transfer portal. Louisiana running back Bill Davis is visiting Virginia Tech. He entered the transfer portal. Texas transfer DeAndre Moore. He's currently visiting Kentucky. There was something last night that reported he's on a visit. There's a bunch more, still a bunch of more players that have entered the transfer portal. I can't go over all of them because I had the video limit, but yeah, that's really the main guys. Dante Dowdle, Kentucky running back. enter the transfer portal. Dalen Austin, Oregon defensive back, also enter the transfer portal. LSU offensive tackle Ethan Callaway plans to enter the transfer portal. So yeah, that's really it here for this video. So talked about the basketball game, MLB news, and college football news. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.